Okay, so if you don't know me, my name is Ameya and I like making chess videos. I'm a chess player and I recently got my ACM title. And yeah, so recently I reached 1100 across the 1100 rating barrier in chess.com blitz. So I want to show you two of my really good games. So let us start. So this first game, I was playing black, and my opponent started off with e4. Now I went c5. The Sicilian defense, and after knight f3, knight c6, my opponent played d4. He opened Sicilian. So now I have to take up course, and after knight takes, I played e5. The Lowenthal variation. So after knight takes, I played b takes, and yeah, this position is like equal. It's fine for both of the sides. So if you were to take the d pawn instead, it would be slightly worse for me because after queen takes and king takes over here, I cannot castle anymore. Now, of course, if my opponent plays inaccurately, I can equalize by putting my king on c7 and getting my other rook. Of course, after developing my bishop to the square or any other square. So yeah, anyways, I didn't take any risk and when b takes. Then we have bishop c4, I have knight f6, trying to play this move d5. Like, if you were to play some random move, I can play d5 over here and after, oops, not that. Yeah, if you were to play some random move like knight d2, I can play d5 over here and after takes, I'm completely better because I have the big center and I'm winning the tempo as well. So anyway, my opponent went knight c3, of course, seeing this move d5 and stopping it because he's taking control over that d5 square. So here I went bishop b4, pinning the knight. And, again, trying to play d5. So after queen d3, I played bishop takes, and after queen takes, I actually blundered a pawn because after d5, I takes, he takes, and then after bishop b5, bishop d7. After he takes, then queen takes, d7. I'm losing a pawn over here. Now, if I had played knight takes, then I could have, I couldn't have lost this pawn because this would have been guarded by the knight. So my opponent gave me a chance, but I didn't go for it. Now, instead, my opponent could have played queen takes e5 directly over here, and then he could have won the pawn. After king f8 and like something like takes, he's completely better here. He can go bishop. Oops, that's not the best move. He can just castle over here, and he's completely winning. So, anyway, instead, my opponent played bishop takes, and after queen takes, he took this pawn. So he's a pawn up now, and I played queen e6, not losing my right to castle. So after queen takes and f takes, he castled, and I played king f7. After rook e1, I played rook e8, and after bishop g5, notice that if he somehow trades this knight for this bishop, and I take with the recapture with the pawn, then these pawns can create a potential passive, which is going to be really dangerous, and I can immediately equalize after that. So he played rook ac. I played rook ac8, and yeah, look, you can, as you can see, I was talking about these pawns creating a potential passive, and my pieces are very well placed over here. His a rook is still sleeping and is not in the game. It hasn't moved yet. And his bishop, if he trades it for the knight, then after g takes, I'm really good in this position. So he plays c3, which is not that good, I think. I feel he could have won something like rook c1, I feel, because I think he can play c4 or something like that. But yeah, anyway, the computer even like c3. So after c3, I played h6, and after takes, now I've completely equalized immediately because after g takes, as I was talking about these 3 pawns, but creating a passive, and that is what cost him the game at the last. Spoiler alert. Now he plays rook e3, trying to double up the rooks, and he's trying to go rook h3 and try to attack this pawn as well. Rook h3 and he's rook h3 and then he's trying to attack this pawn as well. So anyway, I ignore all of that and play e5. So he goes rook h3. I go d5. Now, it's still fine according to the computer. If he plays rook h6, rook takes h6, which he did play, um, it wasn't the best move I feel because I feel taking here would make a lot much more sense. Now again, the computer says both are fine, but in a human perspective, I think taking that would be better because yes, this does create a passive, but after this, I think it's still possible to stop the passive. But let's look at the game. So after rook takes h6, I played d takes c3 and he played rook h7. And this move is really bad. So I played king g6 here, attacking the. I played king g6 here, attacking the rook. And yeah, as you can see from the eval bar, this is completely winning for me. What was the difference between king e6 and king g6? Comment down below, and I'm gonna really tell the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the difference between king e6 and king g6 is that king g6 attacks the rook and as well as threatens pawn takes or even c2. But king e6 doesn't attack the rook. So his rook is not hanging anymore and he can just take back the pawn. And after rook takes, he can take this and he's completely winning because the outside pass pawn completely wins the game for him. So that's the difference. So anyway, after rook g6, he plays rook takes a7. And after c takes, he's completely lost. And now he goes on to play rook b1, which is just a mate in 2. After rook c1 and takes, you can even promote to a rook as well, and that's checkmate. So yeah, was this was a decent game. My opponent wasn't that accurate. He was winning, blundered, but he didn't. He couldn't take advantage of that, and later he blundered this more rook h7 check. And yeah, that's it. And this next game I was white, and let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. So I started off with e4, and after e5, I played knight f3. He played c6, which I didn't actually understand what variation is this. Apparently, chess.com says it's the king's pawn opening, king's knight Gundirum Gambit, if I am pronouncing it right. But yeah, I don't think many grandmasters played because even the eval bars are just whites winning here. And yeah, it's just not a good opener. So knight e5, I mean knight takes e5, and then bishop c5 is played. I'll play bishop c4, and after queen b6, this is like already won for me almost. After knight takes f7, he plays bishop takes f2. I play king f1, and he goes bishop h4. He's threatening a mate here, and he's trying to play d5 as well at some point. Because after takes, if he has support of the queen, not that of course, if his queen is here or like on a5, then he can support this pawn, and my bishop would be under threat, and my knight would be hanging there. So yeah, for now he's just threatening a checkmate on one, queen f2. So I played g3 here, attacking the bishop and stopping this checkmate and threat. So the bishop has to make a move. Bishop goes to f6. I take the rook. He goes queen d4. He's trying to win that pawn, but if he does take that pawn, Like, let's say I just play some more like, let's just say I play like something like bishop b3. And if he were to take the pawn, actually this was completely fine for me because after queen e2 or queen e1, I'm actually pinning the queen to the king. There's not a winning pin. I mean, there's not a really good pin or something, but this just exchanges the pieces. The queen can't take the rook because it's pinned. So after it takes, this is completely winning for me because I won the rook and there's no way he can take my knight as well. I can just go back. No, not like that. Like c4 takes and then like I can just get the knight back over here. Of course, I need to play something else as well. So whatever. So after bishop f7, king e7, I took the knight, and after b6, I played queen e1. So he plays bishop a6 check. I play d3 on d3, and after d5, I just push my pawn. Now the idea behind pushing my pawn is that, of course, I'm threatening the bishop, and it's directly in line with the king. So the king is under attack as well, and the bishop takes away these two squares. And already this position's like completely winning for me, but this is how I finished off the game. So after bishop takes, I played bishop f4. Notice how the king is underpinned there. I mean, the bishop is underpinned there. Then after knight d7, I played knight d2. The rook takes my bishop, and my knight is hanging as well. But I don't really care about that because after knight f3, I'm attacking the queen and the bishop. And yeah, the bishop is underpinned, so it can't even move. So after bishop takes d3, he's sacrificing a bishop, thinking after pawn takes, I take, he can take my knight, but my knight is well defended by the king. And yeah, there's no bishop checks again. But I played king g2 over here. This lost a bit of my advantage, but I feel I'm still winning. Because after queen takes b2, I played knight takes. Now I think bishop takes was better because it attacked the queen. But yeah, it's still fine. So queen takes b2, knight takes e5. Then after queen takes c2, he gave me the advantage again. And after king g2, there are no good checks. Now he played queen c5, but after bishop d3, blocking the queen, I'm just completely winning. So d4, attacking my bishop, but I just took the knight because I'm attacking the queen as well. So he cannot take my bishop because his queen would be hanging. I mean lost. So after king takes d7, I played rook d3. Now, I didn't really understand this move by my opponent, queen d5, because now it's just a free bishop. You can't take back because the queen would be lost. So, I didn't really understand this move by my opponent. And he could have, like, just took this straight up, because even after that, he at least has some material. So, yeah. But anyway, he played queen d5 and I played rook takes d3. Now, he played rook takes h8 and I played rook takes d4. Now even this move, I think he just quit in between the game and just wanted to finish the game fast because yeah, this is just a skewer to the king. I mean, this is just a pin, and he's completely lost. Even the queen is lost. So I don't know what happened, but he played queen takes d4, and I played bishop takes d4, and he resigned the game. So that's it. And now I'm 1110 in chess.com blitz. Please do check out my channel and subscribe. If you like the video, please like it and comment down who's your favorite chess player in the comments. That's it for the video. Hope to see you again.